Namaste. Today I'm going to tell you the story of how the universe once went entirely dark. The story is told in the Brahma Vaivarta Purana. A part of it is told in the Ganesha Kanda, and some parts of it are told in the Krishna Janma Kanda. The Brahma Vaivarta Purana is one of the 18 Mahapuranas. So this story happens when Malyavan is the king of Lanka. Malyavan's brothers are Sumali and Mali. Sumali happens to be Ravana's grandfather, maternal grandfather. His daughter, Sumali's daughter, is Kaikesi, who is Ravana's mother, Kumbhakarna's mother, and also Vibhishna's mother. So Malyavan, Sumali, and Mali are very, very strong Rakshasas, demons. And what they do is they pray to Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva and get many, many boons. They have boons that they cannot be killed by any ordinary god or human or Rakshasa and such. And once they get these boons from Brahma and Shiva, they start doing whatever they want. They started harassing all the devas. They started harassing all the humans. They started harassing anyone who was weaker than them. So now all the gods, they go to Lord Shiva and says, please help us, you have given this boon. Shiva says, I can't do anything, what to do? I gave the boon. They prayed to me. I gave the boon. Brahma also says the same thing. But Brahma says, Vishnu may be able to help. Don't worry. Okay. So the devas all have gone to Vishnu. And who are the devas? Agni, Vayu, Surya, Indra, all of them, even Surya himself. They've all gone to Vishnu. And Vishnu says, don't worry, I'll take care of everything. Okay. When the time is right, I will defeat Mali, Sumali, and Malyavan. Don't worry. Mali and Sumali, they want to harass everyone. They want to harass all the devas. How to harass Surya? Surya is not easy to harass at all because he has something that nobody else has. Right? He is extremely bright. He just goes about his daily work. He makes sure that he stays bright. Wherever he is bright, and he just glows with all the brightness of his rays and gives light to the whole universe. And he makes sure that life is growing everywhere. Mali and Sumali come up with a great idea. They decide to make Lanka brighter than the sun. They have conquered all the lands and they have brought all the gold and gems and diamonds, everything from everywhere. So much so that that Lanka starts shining. And when Surya sets, when the sun is setting, Lanka is still shining. Lanka is still shining bright as the sun. It's shining as bright as the sun, all right, but it doesn't give life like the sun. And it doesn't let anyone rest in the night either, because it is so bright, because Lanka is so bright that the entire universe is staying awake due to the light. But it is not helping any life grow. So Surya gets very upset when he sees this, and he says, this is just terrible. I mean, I make sure that I set every evening so that the universe, the places where I am not shining, can have some rest. And that the places where I'm shining, life will grow. And this Mali and Sumali, they are not letting me do my work. And they are hurting the entire universe. So he decides to go to war with Mali and Sumali. So off he goes, galloping on his 7 horses. His 7 white horses. And he is about to kill Mali and Sumali, burn them up. But Lord Shiva comes. Lord Shiva had promised Mali and Sumali and Malyavan that nothing would happen to them, that no Deva, no Asura, no human or animal could kill them. So Shiva comes to make sure that his promise doesn't go waste. Shiva picks up his trident and throws it with all his strength into the center of the sun, into the core of Surya. And everything goes dark. Surya is completely without any flames around him. All his rays, everything is just done. Nothing. It's totally dark. The entire universe goes dark. You say, what about Lanka? It's shining. Yeah, it is. But it's of no use. It's cold light. It doesn't help anyone. As the entire universe goes dark, Surya's father, Rishi Kashyapa, gets shocked. What has happened? What has happened to Surya, my son? He comes rushing and he sees that Surya lies crumpled, dark, with no fire at all. He looks around and he sees Lord Shiva's Trishula. And he looks up and he sees Lord Shiva and he says, You hurt my son. I mean, so when Lord Shiva looks at Kashyapa and he says, Maharshi, I had to do this. I had given a boon to Mali and Sumali. Kashyapa says, I don't care. You need to make my son okay. He is needed for the universe. And Lord Shiva makes sure that Surya gets okay. So Surya comes back to life. There was a tiny little light that was there and it starts burning again. And he comes back in all his brightness. But Kashyapa is still upset. And he says, Lord Shiva, I shall curse you. You will use your Trishula on your own son. You will use your Trishula on your own son, just as you did on my son. Now, Surya has come back to life and everything goes on as normal, as usual. Mali and Sumali and Malyavan are later killed, and we see that in the Ramayana. And what happens to Shiva's son? That also we know. Lord Ganesha, Ganapati, when he was born, he fights with Shivji, and Shivji beheads Ganesha without knowing that it is his own son. So, this is the story of how Surya dies temporarily, how the sun dies temporarily, and the entire universe becomes dark and then comes back again. I hope you all enjoyed the story. Namaste.